y'all might need to take off your shoes.
Okay.
I want your toes to get too stretched up. You moan and groan and complain about how things are done around the church. But ain't nobody lifting a finger to make things better. We won't come to the church meeting and ask any questions to find out what's going on in the life of our church. And then as soon as the meeting be over and you think somebody that got home, you call their phone, girl, what happened in the meeting tonight? No, you should have had your shoe shown up in the meeting for yourself. We complain that the light bulbs are out and there's a hole in the ceiling. But I ain't seen nobody come to me with the receipt of all these pulling on. And I ain't seen no single offering in the offering plate. How you gonna sit up and talk about somebody? You better get out of this mentality and anything you can do. I can do better. Mr. Baxter, who do you think you are? Jesus turns to the other folk who are in the crowd. Notice that Jesus don't ever leave anybody out. I don't care who it is that comes and asks a question. When Jesus gets ready to answer, he talks to the whole crowd. I'm like Jesus. I don't do nothing in the back door, under the table. I came in here telling y'all that. If you bring it to me and this for the church, I'm going to let the church know. And if I don't like you, I'm going to tell them that you the one that said it. Lord, help me to hear. And so Jesus turns to the other people in the crowd. And he says to them, parenthetically speaking, you've been called out, set apart, and consecrated. So don't be like those who live in the world and are of the world. For greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. Don't try to be more than what you are. You've been granted grace and you've been granted mercy. You've been given gifts and you got some talents of your own. So don't be like the Gentiles that lord their authority over others. In other words, can I bring it home one more time? I'm the trustee. You come to me. I ain't got the ear of the pastor. She don't do nothing unless you're running on me first anyhow. So you might as well tell me. I'm the one that has carried it. I got my bosses. Private line number. If you need something, talk to me. No flash. No flash. No flash. In the words of Holy Down, you ain't shitty. You need to get your life together. When we allow position to overpower praise, when we come down to people just because we got a title, when we start to think our stuff don't think, heaven, we got a problem. Mr. Bishop, who do you think you are? I keep telling you, I'm really talking to myself. I'm really talking to myself. When I say to us that we are no more than dignified dirt. You may get paid more than I do. Your dirt may be a little cleaner than my dirt. You might drive a better car than I do. You might even think you look better than I do. But at the end of the day, if I cut you, you gon' bleed red blood. And when God gets ready, he gon' draw back breath. Leave it from you. Mr. Bishop.